Get on here. Today you see the title. Just want to do a little bit of talking tonight. And talk to you guys on a Saturday night. Hopefully everybody's doing really good. I don't know if those lights are distracted behind you, but I figured I'd put a little bit of Christmas lights on since it is Christmas time. Give it just a minute. We're gonna have a good conversation tonight. Excuse me. Don't know how long we're gonna be on here. Just want to say hello to everybody that's joining in. Hopefully the audio is coming through clear and the video is coming through clear. All right, if anyone can hear me, let me know. Make sure everything's coming in nice and clear on your end. All right, we're getting more people on here. We're gonna start in about 30 seconds. About 30 seconds, we're gonna get started. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? All right, so you can hear me. That's good. All right, what's up, Pastor Wilbur? How you doing? Let me get my laptop out so I can see the comments a little bit better. There we go. All right. So guys, y'all saw the topic. Well, first, let me give it another minute. Welcome everybody in. Thomas, again, hello. Pastor Wilbur, Mark, hello. How's everybody doing on this Saturday night? You see, I got the Christmas lights behind me. I'm out in the garage. 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold it down 1 second. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay. Chris, how are you doing? Stephen, Duckman, L. Johnson. Everybody, it's going to be a good conversation tonight, and I want everyone's input. Real New York, how you doing, sir? Everyone's input. It's going to be a good time. So I don't know why it's frozen up on my computer. Hopefully yours didn't do that. It must be, something must be going on. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Hey, Tiny Dragon, how you doing? Phil, what's going on? Clifford, how's it going? All right, guys, I got the laptop out ready to answer some questions tonight. You know what? I don't know if you can see that or not. You see my sticker right there? You see what that says? All right. So the question that I have for everyone tonight, just one more time. What's up, big friend? How's it going? Fred Butler, how's it going? Let me ask you, can you hear me clear? Am I coming in good? Willie, what's going on? Easy, what's happening? No one's saying that they can hear me. All right, perfect. Okay, guys, so we're going to be talking about this. Let's go ahead and get started with this conversation because it's going to be a hot topic and I want everyone's input from this. Okay, here's what it is. Now, I asked the question, why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? And that's what I want to ask you guys. We're going to have an open discussion tonight. And what I mean by that, because YouTube only limits you to a certain amount of characters for, for a thumbnail or a title, for the title. I want to know, why did you buy the motorcycle that you are currently riding now? Why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? I want to know why you bought the brand and that type of motorcycle. So let me start it with this. There's so many different types of motorcycles out there in the world. You have sport bikes, touring bikes, adventure bikes, naked sport bikes. You have so many different types of motorcycles. And if you're on this channel, more than likely you like to ride motorcycles. So I want to know what drew you to that type of motorcycle and that type of riding and that brand of motorcycle. So that's my question. And to start it off, and I'm going to say hello to a couple more people, but I want to start it off with everyone inputting their motorcycle in. Put just a year and the make and model of your motorcycle in on the right side before we get into the question. Tiny Dragon has already started, so that's good. And I'll try to stay with you while everybody does that. But I know that the comments go away. So while you guys are putting that in, I'm gonna read Tiny Dragon's comment. My Road King is loosening up now that I have about 800 miles on it. Thanks for encouraging me to wait till I can get it back now. Oh, that's awesome. I knew that you would love that Road King after having it for a while. Um, Tiny Dragon, you mind if I tell a little bit of your story? I don't want to, when people tell me stuff, I don't want to always feel like I can share. Can I tell a little bit of the story about what we had, that conversation, what we had when we was at Bootlegger? Let me know. Just type yes or no. All right. And while Tiny Dragon is putting that in, I can't see. Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, Tiny Dragon is a lot. Let's just say a lot shorter than I am. I'm 6'6", and she bought a Road King. I mean, this Road King was beautiful. It is beautiful. Just an awesome looking Road King. And if I'm right, I think you came from a Softail before going to the Road King. And when she bought the Road King, she liked the bike, but she wasn't 100% comfortable on it because her feet couldn't touch 5'4". Okay, 5'4", yeah. So her feet couldn't touch like she really wanted to, and it was, as far as like maneuvering it in and out of the parking spaces and things like that, it got a little bit difficult to do that. So we was talking about different solutions, about what she can do to lower it down and different things like that. And I told her, I said, listen, after you have that bike for a while, you'll be used to the weight and know how to manage the weight of the Road King. And just in my opinion, you was kind of like, you didn't seem like you was too confident in what I was saying, right? But after having it for a while, like she just said right here, she got confident on the motorcycle, and now she can manage the motorcycle a whole lot better, and she loves the motorcycle. And that reminds me of the story that when I bought not that Street Glide, my other Street Glide, real quick, because I want to get into what we're talking about. Why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? And that's awesome. So I told you that story to encourage everybody who thinks that a touring bike is too heavy for them. Tiny Dragon rides it, and she likes that Road King. So all it is, guys, is just getting acclimated to the weight. You can't just give up on it. Don't get these bikes and say, well, it's too heavy and this and that. Don't be the one who trades in a motorcycle, sells a motorcycle with 500 miles on it. Don't be that person. Get out. And she's riding like she stole it now. That's what I'm talking about. That's East Tennessee for you. All right. Don't be the person that just gets out on the motorcycle and, buy the new bike and feel the intimidation of the weight and ride it around the block and say, oh, well, that's just too heavy. Put it away, bring it back out in another month, ride it around the block again, and just like, yeah, this bike's not for me, it's too heavy. So with that being said, I'm getting back to what we were talking about, but I'm gonna tell you my story quickly. I'm not going to, okay, while you guys are putting that in, I'm going to share my story with my motorcycle. I told you today's topic is, why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? So this will tie into why I bought a Street Glide. Now, I'll try to shorten it down because I got a tendency to make short stories long. You guys know that. All right. So here we go. I grew up in a Harley-Davidson family. My family always had Harley-Davidsons, and when I was younger, late 20s, early 20s, I didn't really care about Harley-Davidsons that much. I liked them, but I always considered them old man bikes. Yes, that's me, the guy with the Harley-Davidson shirt on. I always considered them old man bikes. So I had a GSXR 750. I had a couple GSXR 750s. I always liked sport bikes. And when I went to the Harley functions with my dad and my brother and everybody, we'd go down to Daytona and hang out with the family. They were always wiping down their bikes. They were always doing stuff to their bikes. And I just wanted to ride and have a good time. And I didn't understand this whole Harley culture. I always wanted to stop at different dealerships and find different t-shirts and find these things and all that type of stuff. And I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get out and ride. Well, luckily one day we were down at Daytona Beach Bike Week. It was about 2006, 2007, something like that, where we went with the family. We would always go as a family. And we walked into a dealership. I think it was at St. Augustine dealership. the dealership's not even there anymore. I think it's owned by Adamak now in St. Augustine on the other side of town. But where the dealership was, we walked into the dealership. I'm riding this sport bike. They're on these Harleys, and I didn't have any at that time. I think I was riding the GSXR 1000 because I went from 750s to 1000s or whatever. And if you don't know what a GSXR is, it's a sport bike. It's a Suzuki leader bike. So I walk into this dealership and I'm looking at all these Harleys. Now I'm used to seeing Harleys with big old road sofa seats. Not my brother's. He always had he had a night train, really cool bike. But big old seats and big tour packs on the back and all this extra chrome and flames and tassels hanging off the side and all that type of stuff. And that wasn't my style. But the day that I walked in and I saw the Street Glide, had no clue what it was. I saw a Street Glide sitting in the corner over there. It was black, it had chrome wheels, and that bike just spoke to me. Ever since that day, I wanted a Street Glide. Ever since, I wanted one. And I remember looking at it. Now, here's the funny thing about that. If you go back to my videos about a year ago, I used to carry my camera with me everywhere I went. I actually recorded that very moment when I first saw my first Street Glide. I recorded that very moment and I put it on YouTube. It's a YouTube video of it. I didn't get one that year, the next year. It actually took me like 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer than that, 8 years before I went and got a Street Glide. But the reason why I chose, since I'm talking about why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle, the reason why I chose, and I want to hear you guys' story, so don't click off. Please tell me your story. I'm just sharing mine first. The reason why I chose a Street Glide is because how simple it was. It had a nice, clean, simple look. It looked like I don't know, remind me of a hot rod. It just was nice and clean and somewhat muscular about it. It didn't have all the extra chrome. It didn't have the fender tip chrome on it. It didn't have all this extra stuff. It was clean and simple. And the type of riding that I wanted to do was no longer conducive to like having a sport bike. You know what I mean? The sport bike, that was long gone. I like to get out, put some miles on a motorcycle, and a sport bike didn't let me do that. Now I could go to the Dragon and run through there like a wild man, and that was fun. But after getting my first Harley, which was a Street Glide, I never looked back. And here's the thing. All the things that my dad, my brother, and my uncle tried to tell me, and my sister, she had a Harley too, all those many years when I was denying, guys, I'm gonna say this live, so this video might not even be out tomorrow. I might erase it tomorrow. I used to be a hater. I was a hater. I would kind of like just dog them, like, oh, it's not fast, my bike's faster, I can do this, I can do that, or whatever else. I didn't get it. And I'm not talking about all the folks who, that don't ride Harleys, that, ride other bikes. And a lot of people are making that transition now. But I'm telling you, until you get on a Harley, I'm not saying all of them, I don't know, but you get on a touring bike and you hit that road, then you won't get it. It's something totally different. It's a total different ride. And even though the motorcycle, the GSXR 1000, it ran 186 miles per hour. I went 186 miles per hour on it. I know, thank the Lord I'm still alive. But it was super, super, super fast. Those leader bikes are fast. They go quick, they pop wheelies, they do whatever you want to do. But it's just something special about a Harley-Davidson. It's something special about hitting that road and hearing those pipes making noise and just the sound. I don't even need a radio, just the sound of that motorcycle cruising down the highway. And then the fun thing about it, those same curvy roads that I used to be on, it's just a totally different way. I know I'm gonna get y'all questions, I'm sorry. It's a totally different way of riding. Instead of all this changing gears and just fast and this and that and knee dragging going around curves, it's just now I have torque right at my wrist and I can just third gear rolling in and out of the dragon, just powering out of turns and stuff like that. Total different way of riding. So to answer the question that I posed for you guys, why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? I bought a Harley-Davidson. I bought a touring bike because I want to tour. Like I said, touring bikes are made for touring. I want to get out and I want to see more and I want to do more. And the Street Glide, I still, even when I get off this motorcycle, it's been on it 600-700 miles a day and I'm checking into a hotel room, I still take a look back with the dirt on it. And I look back even when it's not shiny and clean and I'm like, yeah, because I like the bike. So that's why I ride that specific type of motorcycle, because I like the touring and I like the look of it. Now, with that being said, let's go to your questions over here on the side. Okay, Nitro Street Glide said 2017 Street Glide special caught his eye. That's good, Nitro. I understand. Okay, so what do we have here? MG Total Life, my Harley Fat Boy was a divorce present to myself. Hey, a lot of people do reward themselves with with a motorcycle with certain life changes or whatever. So thumbs up to you for that. 302 Road King says thumbs up for tall. I appreciate that. Okay, so come on, guys, more questions. Anybody else have anything? Not questions. Anybody else want to share why they chose the motorcycle they chose? I got all the Harley people in here. I got all touring people in here so far. Can I get a non-touring person to tell me why they chose that motorcycle? And then I'll read that. Share it with the group. We're having a good time on a Saturday night. You see the Glide right here. You see the King back there. I just did an install on that right there. The installs has begun. I really got excited about it. Okay, Mark. Ooh, okay. We got a non-Harley person about to say something. Mark says, I bought the Challenger after getting stuck in Chicago in 100-degree heat. I wanted water cool. Hey, I understand that, Mark. Good stuff. Okay, Western Custom says, I hate I missed you at Maverick, could have been Glide. I wish you could have been there too, man. But guess what? I'll be coming back, Lord willing, I'll be coming back to Texas. And when I come back to Texas, I said we're going to do 150. Clive said we're going to do 200. Nah, we're going further than that. We really riding the next time I come to Texas. We hitting some of them back roads and doing it. Hey, by the way, real quick, I'm gonna get back to it. When I went, I stayed over the next day by myself. Me and my daughter, we went out to St. Joe, Texas, which is an awesome ride out there. So guys, St. Joe, if you guys live around there and haven't been that way, you need to head out to St. Joe, Texas. An awesome ride. Okay, Jesse said, I bought my Challenger and my Goldwing because of the way they feel on the road. I own two Harleys and love them, but I'm forever pleased with what I have now. All right, so Jesse, you seem like a touring guy too. So now, did you buy your touring motorcycles to tour? Some people buy touring motorcycles, but don't really do a lot of touring. So answer that for me, Jesse, when you go back. All right, Mike Mooney says, my 2016 Road Glide Special with Stage 4 103 makes me want for nothing. See, that's what I'm talking about. He's extremely satisfied with his bike. Guys, a 103, I had a 103. My other Street Glide was a 103. 103 is a good motor. Leonard has a 103. His motor is a good motor too. Okay, I bought an F6B Honda Goldwing, wanted the comfort. All right, now, David M., you're gonna have to share with me. You said you wanted the comfort. Come on down and give me a trip. Let me know how far you've been on that thing. And, you know, I understand some people may not have had the opportunity to take their long trips yet, but tell me, David M., you said you bought it for comfort. Tell me about a trip that you've been on, or tell me about a trip that you plan to take. All right, Pastor Wilbur says the M109 was a great bike. It had a great mixture of everything I wanted, a cruiser, fat tire, and a custom. Guys, some people will buy a motorcycle clearly off of the way it looks. A lot of people will buy a motorcycle clearly off the way it looks. And the M109 is a Suzuki, if you guys don't know, and it does have a nice stance with a really fat tire on the back. I think it is a 240 rear tire. I'm pretty sure it is. All right. Okay, 302 says, I'm a king rider, but really thinking about being a glider. Listen, whether you riding with the king or you gliding, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I dropped my water here, my orange juice over there. Okay. Street Glide says, I bought my Street Glide and took it to the Ozarks. That's what I'm talking about. Road trips. Oh, Weston, by the way, thank you for the donation. Weston says, I'll be headed back. Weston Custom says, I'll be headed back to Alabama. Need to come ride the Dragon. Want to ride the Sportster on it. All right. Yeah, right now it's a little cold, but we have days where the weather warms up a little bit. Okay, so 302. 302 says, bought the King because I was getting back into riding now 10,000 miles in 6 months. I would appreciate a Glide. 302 is a rider. That's what I'm talking about. 10,000 miles in 6 months. That's riding. That's right. So 302, I understand. Listen, that Road King right there, I like that bike, but it ain't going no further than downtown. I'm going to tell you that now. Not because it's a Road King, because Road Kings are awesome. It's that this Milwaukee 8 has spoiled me. That's a twin cam. I got on it the other day and I was just riding around, and all you guys everyone who's rode the older Harleys can attest to this, testify about this. My whole insides was shaking after riding that bike to the point where you start itching a little bit. If that's ever happened to you, if you know what I'm talking about, then you rode an older twin cam before. That doesn't happen on the Milwaukee 8. Those things are so smooth, just a total different ride. All right, I'm getting hot now. Turn this off and just take it off altogether. But all right, so David M says, I rode my Goldwing from Maine all the way to Florida. So that's a rider. So you did buy it for comfort. That's good. Good stuff. All right, so Jay Ryder, can't wait to take the Glide to the Foothills Parkway. Thanks for the videos. Hey, Jay Ryder, thank you for watching. And Foothills Parkway is an excellent place to take any Glide. Fred Butler says, 20 Street Glide. As a child, I was infatuated with potato sound. I know what you mean. After fulfilling my life responsibilities, I finally scratched the itch and loved my bike. Guys, and Fred would agree what he just said. There's nothing, well, for me, that sounds better than a Harley-Davidson. When you got these things on idle, oh my goodness, and don't put a cam in it, then you really got that deep lope. They just sound good. I love starting a cold start with my motorcycle. I love hearing this motorcycle just idle. It has that chop. Sounds awesome. So Fred, I definitely know what you're talking about. Okay. Philly. Okay, Mark Marcellus, he's been to Philly, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, and Key West. That's riding. That's some riding right there. Good stuff. You can't, okay. Okay, so shake, rattle, and roll. That's right. All right, so why, again, for all the latecomers, why did you buy that specific type of motorcycle? I told my story. You don't have to go back and watch it now, but I told my story of why I bought a Street Glide. I had a reason. Heck, I had a reason why I bought my GSXR 750s. I had a reason why I bought the Suzuki 1000. You know what I mean? I was just at a different place in my life. I wanted to just get out and rip and all that type of stuff. But now I can say this: I don't miss those bikes. I don't miss the way. I mean, they handled it and they performed well, but I definitely don't miss how uncomfortable they were. Not at all. Okay. No, I don't know. I've never been to Key West on the bike, so don't say nobody gets around like me. Mark says nobody gets around like you. No, I don't know about that. All right. So Steven says, Stephen Hoffman, the biggest reason why I want a freewheeler. I'm disabled, but I like Street Glide best. But to build a freewheeler into a three-wheel Street Glide. I've seen some very, very cool three-wheelers, Street Glides. There is a video. I don't know if I left it in the video, but I was at Gotham City Bike Fest, and I was walking around the bike show, and this guy had a Street Glide three-wheeler, which was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. So if you have the ability, to turn your trike into a street glide. There's all kind of, I don't know if he had a custom kit or whatever, but it was so cool. But yeah, and somebody requested that I do a tri-glide ride. I rode the freewheeler, but I never ridden the tri-glide on the channel. So if I come across a tri-glide, if my local Harley-Davidson dealership has a tri-glide, I'll ride a tri-glide and give my opinion on what I think about it. So, all right, now Scott McCullough says travel on 14th Street Glide because if I'm stuck out of town, chances are better to get a Harley back on than the old Japanese bikes. Longest ride, the Follett, Louisiana to McKinney, Texas with only 2 gas stops. That's good. So you got a 14th Street Glide. I had a 14th Street Glide. What color is your 14th Street Glide? While you answer that, I'm gonna read some more. Road Glide 16 said, I was just at bootlegger Harley-Davidson last week. I was down there last week. That's when I filmed that whole thing, the Road Glide versus Street Glide. Hey, I hope this guy's watching. It is, this guy made a comment, and it's funny. You can laugh at this when you know differently, but this guy said, hey, and I left the comment on there. I didn't, he said, hey, don't watch this guy because he never rides his motorcycle. He was telling you guys not to watch my channel because I never ride my motorcycle. He must be new to the channel. I don't know what I don't know what he's talking about. Because yes, I do have a trailer, but when I trailer my motorcycle, you guys know when I trailer my motorcycle. But when I ride my motorcycle, y'all see that I'm out all over the place. I was just in Dallas and here and there, whatever. I don't know. I just hope that he takes the time to go back and watch the rest of the videos, and then he'll see how he made a rush judgment or whatever. All right. So anyway, we got K Mary 96. I live in Central Florida, and every now and then I have to do Orlando. And Orlando has traffic that can grow hair. Okay. I'm Road King, and I'm 71. I'm not getting on. Yeah. So you have a Road King. Good stuff. Road Kings are good stuff. All right, now we're going to go to Sierra. I have a 2020 Road Glide Limited. Okay, it just went away. Oh, there it is. My previous bike was a BMW R1200 RT. The BMW was a great bike, but boring. The Harley is like a big block Camaro. You feel it when you start it. The BMW was like a Camry. Well, I've heard of people say that before. Harley-Davidson is like a big block Camaro. Or Harley-Davidson is kind of like most people would say 57 Chevy, but I'm more of a 55 Chevy guy. Most people would say 69 Camaro, but I'm more of a 71 Camaro split bumper guy. So I say things a little different, but yeah, anyway, the gist of it, a Harley-Davidson is like a muscle car, vintage Chevrolet. There's other brands of motorcycles that are faster and this and that or whatever else. But I think you have more fun on a Harley, especially if you're that guy or girl who wants to make it their own. That's the thing. When you're trying to make a motorcycle your own, when you're trying to put a little bit of your personality on your motorcycle, you're not limited like you are with other brands. You know what I mean? A Harley-Davidson, literally, I could take this Road King right here and put some knobbies on it if I want to make it some kind of off-road Road King. I've seen them before. I could take it and put T-bars on it and a lane splitter fairing and make it, California West Coast style. There's different things that you can do. Like my motorcycle here. This is a part of me. Everything of this bike, it's just, I made this bike after my own taste. And with Harley, not with just Harley Davidson parts. I'm talking about Harley and their huge aftermarket accessories. You can make it your own. Whatever your mind can think of, I'm sure somebody already had it. And that's why I like Harley. You can personalize it. All right, so Tiny Dragon says, hold on, Tiny Dragon, let me get to you just a second. All right, Matt says, I ride a 11th Street Bob daily in Texas and just bought a 21 Road Glide Special. Bought the Road Glide bike to tour national parks. Any suggestion on blacking out the front forks like your Street Glide? I might have a solution for you real soon for that. I'm working on something. So make sure that you stay tuned to this channel because it's going to benefit you the same question you just asked me. I'm actually working on something. I like that I blacked out the forks. I got black forks on this bike. I got chrome forks on this bike. And I like the chrome on this motorcycle. And I could have went with the chrome on this. But I think going with the black forks on this Street Glide just made that chrome wheel up front pop just that much more. Okay. Tiny Dragon says, tell us what your favorite feature is on your bike. The motor. If there's one upgrade that I could choose out of all the things, I started to start going list of telling you things that I definitely could live without, but I'm not going to do that. The one thing that I just love having is a more powerful motor. And it's not that it wasn't strong enough. The 107 had plenty of power. It was nice and smooth. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Marty. Marty, I appreciate the donation. I'm gonna read your comment in just a second. It wasn't that the 107 didn't have enough power. It had plenty of power. It was nice. It was smooth. But remember when I told you I rode the GSXR 750 and the GSXR 1000? This made this Street Glide like the best of both worlds. Performance and comfort meeting together. It was the motor. So that was my favorite upgrade on there. All right, so Marty, the mad scientist, thank you for the donation. Marty's from Canada. He said, I have a chance to go to get a demo revival icon. I've been on the fence and I think you just pushed me over. Thanks. It's worth it upgrading the suspension. All right, Marty. Well, hey, there is that blue icon. That's what you're talking about. That blue electric glide. That is a good looking bike. I rode one of them. There's a video of me riding that too. So awesome bike. And I look forward to what Harley-Davidson is going to do this year. And a lot of people are making predictions, but I'm just guessing. But there's a lot of great things that I'm thinking Harley-Davidson is going to be doing this year. Just saying. All right. So L. Johnson says, we all know it's the 124. Okay. All right. Phil Lobo says, Tall, any plans to come out to SoCal in 2022 for the Born Free show? I don't know if I can make it out there for the Born Free show, but I want to come to Southern California. Any opportunity I got to come to California, I always want to go to California. I absolutely love California. I didn't expect to, it's going to sound bad when I say this, so make sure you hear the whole statement. I didn't expect to like California as much as I like California, but the mountains and the ocean and just the openness of it and the desert, California is awesome. It's an awesome place. And let me tell you, I don't think you guys, well, maybe you do, but maybe it's just because I'm on the East Coast. Your roads out there, those canyon roads, are you kidding me? They're some of the best riding roads around, period. Those canyon roads, one right after the next. You can just pick any of them. They're all awesome roads to ride motorcycles on. It's awesome. Now, what I don't like is the traffic, but you get the split lanes in California, and I did it, and it's a little scary, to be honest with you, to split lanes, but I don't know. But yeah, I plan on coming to California as soon as I can. Thank you. And I don't know when Born Free is. I'd like to go. So hopefully I'll be out there then and I can attend. Thank you, Philly Logo. All right, so what's up, Perry? How you doing, man? Hey, Perry, thank you again for the Christmas card. I really appreciate the Christmas card. Guys, that's Perry. I rode with him before. Me and him hung out in Daytona. Me, Perry, and Santos, we had a good time. Perry is the one, if you've been watching the channel for a while, he sent me some multicolored eggs from his chickens that he has, his hens that lay red eggs, blue eggs, and green eggs. I thought he was lying. Perry, I've told you that. I thought you was lying, but he sent them to me, and it's real. Chickens that lay multicolored eggs. That's crazy. All right, so let's go back to Tiny Dragon says, have you ridden the Sportster S? Tiny Dragon, I am 6'6". 6'6". I can't ride the Sportster S. There's a couple motorcycles that I would love to ride, and that is one of them. I can't fit. If I could fit, I'd ride it, but I can't fit. So, yeah. Another motorcycle, you know, we're kind of getting away from what I was talking about, but I'm going to tell you guys this. I heard that the Sport Glide is going away. That's what I heard, okay? From all the rumors on YouTube. Everybody's putting stuff out on YouTube that the Sport Glide is going away. Here's the thing. If the Sport Glide goes away, I'm telling you, that is the bike that someone needs to buy. That motorcycle is probably the most, I don't want to say underrated motorcycle. That overlooked. That motorcycle, someone needs to buy that motorcycle. The Sport Glide can be an awesome looking bike. Now I'm going to tell you real quick why I think the Sport Glide, in my opinion, gets overlooked. Just in my opinion. This is my opinion now. The front fairing is okay, just a little bit okay. The wheels, in my opinion, kill it. The wheels, I don't like the wheels on the Sport Glide. The wheels on the Sport Glide, I don't like. But if someone was to change out the wheels, let's say put, I don't remember the name of those wheels that was on the special like 2 years ago. But if someone was to change out, and I know they wouldn't fit, but if someone was to change out those wheels and put a different style fairing on the Sport Glide, that with those hard bags, that would be an awesome machine. Now, if they do get rid of the Sport Glide and they decided to put those hard bags on a Lowrider S, they have a winner, in my opinion. That'll be a winner. And that kind of fills the gap between touring bike and soft tail with someone who wants to get out. I guess you would call that maybe like a weekend, or somebody who wants to get out and throw a couple pair of jeans in there and head out for about 400 miles. They could do that on something like that. So Sport Glide, in my opinion, I say keep it, just rework. I say just rework the fairing a little bit and the wheels, and I think that'd be a good motorcycle. But let me know your opinion. I don't know what you guys are saying. All right, so let's get back to what you guys, Fred is rolling on the floor laughing. Okay, I don't know what's been said. Oh, somebody said would pay money to see tall on a Navi. That's that little Honda thing. First of all, just to say this, yeah, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm just gonna keep that to myself. Honda, yeah, not gonna talk about Honda. Just anyway. All right, so Mark says, hi tall, thinking about trading my Street Glide for an Ultra Limited. If I do the Tour Pack quick disconnect, will it ride and feel like a Street Glide Special 2020 to the Ultra? No, it won't. And the reason why, because the Street Glide has a different rate. The Street Glide goes like that. If you look at a Street Glide, the Street Glide rear squats, okay? Now, but it probably ride like my Street Glide, because what I did, I went up, oh man, I don't know. You have to watch the Olin video. I went up 2 inches in shocks. I went up 2 inches in the back, and it took off the squat, and now the bike is level. It changed the way it rides. It turns in that much better. It feels better. That slam look in the rear looks good, but I got the stretch bags on there anyway. I got the 5-inch stretch bag, so it still looks slammed in the rear. But the Ultra and the Street Glide, they share the same frame. I just think that is the only thing that would stop it from feeling different than a Street Glide. I think so. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And the seat, like when I sit on my dad's Ultra, I'm telling you what, I don't know what's going on with those seats. Those seats of an Ultra sits me on the tank. Full disclosure now, I started to buy an Ultra. I still might get an Ultra. I actually like the idea of having the top of the line, big boy, heading down the road, big bags and everything else. If I could get an Ultra minus, I don't want the luggage rack on the top. I'd like to de-chrome a lot of the things on an Ultra. And they do make a blacked out Ultra that looks really good. So, yeah, I thought about getting Ultra. So I understand where you are because Ultras are good. But the seat I was saying the seat needs to go back because I feel like I'm sitting on a tank. But any motorcycle that I get, I would change out to a tall seat anyway. All right, we got, how many minutes we got? Let's go 5 minutes and we're about to end this live. Okay. Hey bro, what's up from Sydney, Australia? What's going on, man? Sydney, Australia. All right. Hey, what Harley shop do you have over there? Put the name of your Harley shop, P Monies. Put the name of your Harley shop over there. Guys, reason why I'm saying that, I'm supposed to be getting a Harley-Davidson t-shirt from the UK. I wanted, it was I don't know if stuff held it up or whatever, but I wanted a t-shirt. I don't know. I just like Harley shirts from different countries and different places or whatever. I emailed someone about getting one from India. So anyway, reason why I'm asking that, because if you tell me which Harley shop it is, then I could look and see if I could get one and get one sent over here. I like having a Harley t-shirt from exotic places. Well, UK is an exotic place to me. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry, Australia is an exotic place for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you. 302, Tom says, Tom, I'm going to put my number. Okay, he's not talking to me. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to highlight that, guys. All right, Freightliner says, metric hater, tall. No, I'm not a metric hater. What made you? No, I'm not a metric hater. It's just, I'm not going to say it. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm not going to say anything about Honda. I'm just not going to say anything. Just not going to say anything about it. Okay, tall, love what you're doing. Keep it up. Thank you, Big Mike 2828. Thank you. Tiny Dragon, I'm not sure about that. Does a Street Glide and a Road King Special have the same rake? I don't know. I know a Road King rides, in my opinion, is the best riding Harley-Davidson there is. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, guys, besides that being an 88 cubic inch motorcycle right there, that motorcycle, that blue bike right there, is so light. It's super light. It handles like a dream. I'm talking about, you can just flick it around. It's just light. It handles like a dream. I'm moving it around the garage. It's light. The weight's down low. Everything about that motorcycle feels awesome. The only thing is that and here's the thing, if I didn't know anything about Milwaukee 8, I would probably think that was fine. But the vibrating of the older twin cam motors compared to the Milwaukee 8s, the older twin cams, it's a lot. It's rough. It's really rough. But if someone was looking for a motorcycle, I would say, I don't know when I think, so that's an 05. I think they changed the Road King in 2008. It went to another frame, and then 2008 to 2014, it went to the frame that it's on now. But Road Kings are awesome bikes. They're really awesome bikes. Something happened. Oh, hey, Thomas, I appreciate that. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tall. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, bro. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. And you have a Merry Christmas as well. Actually, I'm not going to do it tonight, but I have my virtual, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say that. Because if I do that, then I'll look up and there may be another YouTuber doing the same thing. So I'll just keep that to myself for now. But thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate that. Now, here we go. We're going to get 4 questions and we're going to get out of here. Tall, what was the best motorcycle event you attended this year, not including Sturgis? Wow, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm full of myself or anything when I say this, but the Run to the Hills event, that was the best motorcycle event that I attended this year. Do you not know how surprised I was to see so many people show up for that event. It was an awesome event with all the viewers and subscribers that showed up. It was awesome. I had a good time. You know, I had a great time when I was out in Hobby riding the Pan America. I had a good time when I was at the Harley-Davidson Museum, when I was at Daytona, when I was in Ocean City, and all these other things. But when the viewers and subscribers came down to ride with me and the other YouTubers at the Pan America, at the Run to the Hills event, that was great. It was just like a family reunion. It was with all the people just coming down and just excited to be here and to ride. That was awesome. And hopefully I can duplicate that again this year. The YouTubers that came down that took their time, and I'm gonna have to shout them out here on this. First off, let me start. I'll start with a local guy, Rusty Bagger. He's from here. He came down. I mean, he came over to Bootlegger, and we hung out with the viewers and subscribers. Barber CVO. He came down from New Jersey. Him and John from Cycle Fanatics and Big Guy and Glenn. They all came down to ride, and we had a great time. And then Robert Simmons, he came up from Georgia, and Hudson Moto Visuals, he came down. Mike, I didn't know Mike then, but Mike from Real Riders Ride, he came up from Memphis. A lot of people that I talk to all the time on YouTube, DC Cycler, Sandy, Ed. I mean, it was just awesome. It was awesome to see everybody come down and ride and just had a good time. It was awesome. Did I make some mistakes with the Run to the Hills too? Run to the Hills? Yeah, I definitely made mistakes. I made a mistake because I didn't expect the turnout to be as big as it was. And I was like, we're just gonna get in, we're just gonna ride. Well, it didn't take the first red light before people got lost and started going the wrong way. Truth is, Preacher Man too. Thank you, Preacher Man and JJ came down. Truth is, when they got to the red light, some went to the left, and when they should have went to the right. And looking back on it, I would have had the map mapped out and telling everybody which direction to go. Or looking back on it, I wish that I would have asked for, because I don't ever want to charge for anything. I'm not that guy. So I wish I would have, nothing wrong with people that charge, just saying. I wish I would have had a place for donations in order to, thank you, Tiny Dragon. I wish I would have had a place for donations to be able to pay an not transport, an escort service to block traffic for us and this and that or whatever else. I don't know how much that would even cost, but I wish I would have had the extra money to pay somebody to keep everybody together in line. I think that would have been awesome. And maybe next year, I'll ask for donations if someone wants to do that, so we can pay somebody to block off the roads and stuff like that. Tiny Dragon, I appreciate the donation again. Thank you. Okay. All right, Detroit Rob, what's going on? Happy holidays. Leonard, Callie, what's going on, man? You late tonight. You supposed to be on here a long time ago. Slim, what's happening? Everybody salutes. Please smash that like button, please. I'm out rocking. In and out. That's how it rolls. All right. So Magic Man says, Harley-Davidson is a beautiful bike. It allows you to become a part of my Harley tradition while at traveling tall. I like what you're doing there. Now, he remembers that I'm running, it's not a contest, it's a giveaway that ends tomorrow. That you have to have hashtag My Harley Tradition, at Harley-Davidson, and at Traveling Tall to enter in this giveaway. That's all you have to do. And I'll be giving away, with partnership with Harley-Davidson, giving away 3 Riding Academy passes. 3 Riding Academy passes. Now, to 3 lucky winners. 3 lucky winners will win a pair of Riding Academy passes to the Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. Not eligible. There are certain states that doesn't have a riding academy. So you check out that video to see that. All right. So guys, one question, make it a good one, and I'm out of here. We're going to end it. We've been on here for 50 minutes. It's longer than I expected to be on here. So. All right. Okay. So I don't see anything. I just want to, I got 90 people on here now. I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. Hopefully everyone is having a good night. Again, I thank you. Listen, you're going to hear more of this later, but I want to say this to the 90 people that's on here right now. Listen, guys, I appreciate everything that you guys have done. I'm just going to say how I feel. The channel grows when you click on the subscribe button, but I want you to hear me and hear me well. I'm not caught up on you just clicking on the subscribe button. I appreciate it when you do, but more importantly, I'm just glad that you're watching, because it allows me to share my story. It allows me to show you my love and passion for motorcycles. And if there's information that I can have to share with you to empower you to be more of a confident rider, or more of someone who, you know, can install some lights on their motorcycle, or learn how to do this, or to get out and motivate you to take some road trips, that's what I care about. I would do this, I shouldn't say this, I probably shouldn't say this, but you notice that I don't even have my subscriber count showing. It's because that's not my focus. My focus is to provide good content with you guys, and to be able, it's a blessing for me just to come here and share my videos with you guys. And as long as you're watching, I'm satisfied. It does help for the channel to grow by you hitting the subscribe button, but when you click on my thumbnail, hey, I'm happy with that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, because you guys have been a blessing to me. And if you don't know this, I want to tell you now, there's 88 people on here just hearing me ramble, but you guys have been a blessing to me. It has been an awesome time. The opportunities that I've had, being able to go to Mojave Desert and ride motorcycles, and go to Sturgis, and go to different places. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And do all those things. It's because, you know what I mean? You know, people see the channel, they like the content, they like the interaction with the subscribers. And I appreciate any time that you click on a Traveling Tall video. I just want you guys to know that I really do appreciate it. And for all the people that know, when they see me out in public, and they see me at these events, and I'm teasing them about their road glides and about their Indian motorcycles and about their Hondas, you guys know it's all love. You know what I'm saying? You know, I say, if you ain't gliding, you ain't riding. I say those things, but you guys know that I will ride with anybody. You could have a Vespa scooter, and if you want to ride, you can ride with me. I will ride with anybody. And I'm a lover of all motorcycles. A lot of things I say just to play, and just to just mess around. You know what I mean? Just have a good time. But guys, all right. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. This video for this bike will be coming really soon. And I'm just going, you'll probably get tired of seeing this, because I'm about to do a whole lot of different things on this motorcycle. And those videos are going to be coming soon. I want to thank everybody for, I hate getting off now with all these people on here, but I'm going to have to get off. I want to thank everybody for clicking on this video. I want to thank everybody that for their generous donations. I want to thank everybody for more importantly, spending their time with me, sitting in this garage, just rambling on about a little bit of nothing. So, guys, thank you, Tiny Dragon. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for allowing me to tell your story too. So guys, thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you like this video. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more like it, go to the videos tab on YouTube channel Traveling Tall. And if you want to, again, watching is enough, but if you want to support the channel and help the channel grow, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't like this video, hit the thumbs down button twice. That's wrong. I shouldn't have said that. All right, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, keep gliding, and as always, have a blessed day. And if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas.